Hello. On these dreary cold days, I was in the need of a little bit of sparkle. So I wanted to share with you what I had gotten from, now I'm going to mispronounce this, Lisilinka. And they are gorgeous. Wow, look at this boxing. It's like all foam padded, and this is called their Autumn Glow. Wow, they are really sparkly. All magnetic, kind of like a resin type palette. And then in here we have they give you a little single if you hit a certain quantity. And this one is called, oh my goodness, I forget the name of this one. It doesn't have it on the back. I wonder if it has it on the name. They're all magnetic in there. I'm going to have to look that one up on which color that is. They give you a little dropper bottle. And then I got a couple of their little mini tutorial palettes. So pretty. And these are the minis. You can see they're a lot smaller than the other ones were. And we'll go over the names of all of them when we swatch them out. And a lot of sparkle for just a little bit. They are little pans. I'd say they're about quarter pan. So let me get this all laid out. I'll grab out their swatch sheets. They also give you swatch sheets. Let me go ahead and just show you. They give you these. And I'll also grab out some black paper. And this is, I guess, so you can collect all of their colors. So let's get started. All right, let's go ahead. I got water in my little bottle. We're going to pre-wet these like they say to do. This color is actually called Hazel, and they included it complimentary. And let's see if this little thingy works. It almost feels like these feel more makeup-y, I'd say. Then we'll do this, and then we'll do the little ones. They don't have a swatch card for the little ones, so we'll kind of make it up as we go along. I don't know about this dropper thing. It does only give you one drop on them, though. There. I tell you, paints like this do make you feel quite fancy. I'm going to use an Escoda number 6 short. And let's go ahead and get a little closer on the paper. And our first one we'll try is the Hazel. We've got a little swatch down here. Let's see how they re-wet. Ooh, they're very creamy feeling. Most metallics have kind of a gritty, and I only put one drop on, and it's melting quite well. That is really, oh, I'm off screen. Really beautiful. And let's see what it looks like on black. Let me see if I can lift this up. Metallics are so hard to see. can just maybe see it there. This is like Legion black watercolor paper. They always look so pretty. I don't know if you can see it, how it like is moving in there. Very, very pretty. All right, let's move on to some colors. And I have to figure out which one's which on these. All right, the pine is up first. These are so smooth feeling. I don't know how to describe it. I have some other sparkly paints, but I have a little bit of Paul Rubens. You know when you buy like a big palette, they add in like one metallic or something like that? That's pretty much how I have most of my metallics. These are really sparkly. This was my little winter pep me up. It's kind of been cold and dreary, and it's extremely foggy out today. And let's see what green looks like over here. And after these dry, I'll lift them up towards the camera and we'll see if I can show you some of the reflection. Even on black paper, the color is staying quite true. It's not completely disappearing, like just looking like silver. I'm hoping it shows up on camera. Now we'll go for the color Moon. This color in the pan does not look that spectacular, but wow. That one is so bright, so bright. Then we have Hunter. This is a very gold one. It's kind of an unusual name to call like a gold one Hunter. I don't even think you really need to pre-wet these. They are so, like just from that one drop, they just are kind of melting. Wow. These are definitely very, very good quality. Let's do a little cranberry right in the middle. This is the color that allured me to this palette. I've never seen such an intense sparkly red. It made me think of Dorothy's shoes. Wow, it looks so good on black paper. That's exactly what it reminds me of, Dorothy's shoes, Little Wizard of the Oz. Now we have Pumpkin. And this reminds me very coppery. When you put down sparkly paints, they're so mesmerizing when they're wet and the glitter and sparkles are moving around inside them. Get such a kick out of that. So pretty. Now we'll do cashmere, just kind of very much your champagne, I guess, color. I would consider it like a champagne. These are very opaque. They're totally covering up the paper. Now we have cinnamon, which has a pink undertone. I don't know if I'd consider it cinnamon. Cinnamon seems like it would be a little bit more brown to me. Trying not to put my hand in all the wet paint. Wow, super beautiful. I'm very happy with that. And then let's go ahead, and this is actually called their Betta Fish, and this one is called their Dragonfly, and this one is called their Shiny Leaves. So kind of bring those up so you can see. This was the fish one, the dragonfly one, and the shiny leaves one. Hopefully I'm getting you to see a little bit of the sparkle and the shimmer. Let's go ahead and do those. This is really wet, so I'm going to scoot that slightly up. And let's go ahead and bring in, we'll use the back here. They don't have a little template for these. We'll let those dry and then I'll give you a close-up view. Let's actually move this totally over. These are so gorgeous. They're really so beautiful. Alright, I'm not going to pre-wet these because it seemed like they didn't really need it. So, we'll start with Betta Fish. This is kind of like a minty green, I'd say. And we'll go ahead and try the blue. They might need just that tiny bit moisture. Get them started. Not too much though. I think they would melt too much if you used more than a drop of water. Now this little blue, light blue one does not seem as opaque as some of the others. Let's see what it looks like on white. Yeah, I think it's just not quite as opaque. This one's very gold. Now this one kind of looks like an antique gold as it's dried. So let's see what this one looks like. It's a much lighter gold. And then this one has a copper appearance to it. Oops, I forgot to put the gold down on the black. They really wet quite easily for metallics though. And that was Betta Fish. Now let's go ahead and try Dragonfly. This is really pretty. Look at those colors. They have bigger ones of these if you wanted the bigger ones, but I only got the one big palette. Let's go ahead and give them a little juice here. This one is like a light violet color or lavender. I like that they show up on white and black equally well. This one kind of has a little bit of a different consistency. Maybe as I get it wetter, it'll... Yeah, there it goes. Ooh, on black, that one really shows up. It's kind of hard for me to hold the paper, I'm juggling here. They're very pretty, these little things, but they're little, I mean, they're in pans and everything, but they're not too weighty. I mean, they're a little bit, but not heavy, so you kind of have to hold on to them when you get the paint out. I'm sorry, I'm off camera. I'm trying not to stick my fingers in paint. This was kind of an impromptu video. I really wanted to show everyone. Wow, that is very vivid. And let's see, this is almost like a white gold look. Silvery almost, on the white paper at least. Let's see what it looks like on the... Yeah, it has a silver appearance. And that was Dragonfly. And now we're going to move on to Shiny Leaves. And this one is another goldy type color. Let's get these juiced. I wanted to show you these paints so badly. I'm like standing up here, hovering in front of the, I'm like, ah. Yeah, this is another kind of goldy color. This one up here is still more like a yellowy gold. This has more of a coppery gold, and over here is more, it's a much lighter gold. And this one's like a, I'd say more like a red copper looking. Oops, I put it in the wrong spot. It's all right. Definitely like a red copper. Oh, I can't wait to take their couple little classes and learn how to paint with a little bit of sparkly paints. Or their little tutorials. I think you get the tutorials even if you just sign up for their newsletter. And I will leave a link to their website. And now we have the last one on this one, which is kind of a greeny type color. Oops, I touched them. It's all over now. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll let these dry. I'll bring them close up to the camera and we'll take a look. All right, I think the first swatches are dry. Let me see if I can get you. Here's the Hazel. That was the complementary color. See if I can get you a little bit of how reflective they are. And then there is the Autumn Glow palette. Really pretty. I'm hoping you're seeing some of the sparkles. And then this might be slightly damp still. We have the Betta Fish. And the Dragonfly. And the Shiny Leaf. Hopefully you could see those a little bit, or a little bit of the shine. And then let's have a look on black paper. This was the Autumn Leaf, or Autumn Glow palette. And then this was the Hazel on the end. I keep wiggling everything because I'm trying to get it to shine for you. And then these are the small palettes. And this would be the Betta Fish, Dragonfly, Shiny Leaf. My lights are making it go crazy like it's being blown out, but I'm trying to get to show you the sparkle. Some of them are just so sparkly that the lights can't even handle it. Like the camera can't even handle it. Let me see if I turn down. Hold on, let me see if I turn down some of this. Let's see if we turn off one of the lights. And let's try that with the white paper. And then the other ones on the white paper. Maybe you got to see the colors just a little bit better. Turn our lights back on. Absolutely gorgeous. Totally happy I bought it. It's so neat how these are, they're still a little wet. They're magneted in with these little clear holders. And then the top just magnets right on the top. So really pretty packaging. I know that you're paying for some, you know, some of it as far as the packaging, but these are really, really beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen colors sparkle so much. Well, thank you for joining me. This did give me a little pep in my step. I'm gonna probably go follow their little tutorials for these little palettes and have a little bit of fun with that and have a nice weekend day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.